The question I ask is, at what point did Hannah know that there is none as holy as the Lord? At what point in her journey, in her walk with God? Because this language is not a language of somebody that just studied Bible. God can put you in a location where there is no explanation why he's there, at least in the immediate, why you are there. What you don't know is that God is about to teach you there is none as holy as the Lord. When you enter there, you will not know. These are revelations that Hannah got. Revelations stronger than the teachers of the Bible that we have today. Because what people have is head knowledge. But the real knowledge of God is an acknowledgement of spirit realities. And these realities is as a result of the history you have with God in the spirit. So the woman walked with God. After the experiences that prayer could not save her from, but prepared her and saved her through, she checked the matter and said, no, there is none as holy as the Lord. It might be that what you needed to teach your generation is there is none as holy as the Lord. All you needed to teach your generation. This is what young ministers, pastors, even old ministers don't know. And they don't have a message. They are just recycling things. They read Kenneth Hagin, read. Is that why God called you? What you are called to do after a man, there is a message. And messages don't come until you enter this place that this woman entered. And you find out there is none as holy as the Lord. How did Hannah know it? That is the message that you are sent to deliver for a generation. And that message doesn't come as words. Experiences, light that is gathered from experiences. This is a woman, she's not a priest, a prophet. She doesn't handle the Torah. But she came to a point and she said, based on how me and God have worked for these 2 years, I can tell you of a truth that there is none as holy as the Lord. How many teachings on holiness have you heard? But she came into a revelation. She came into a knowledge. And he said, there is none as holy. And she didn't stop there. It seemed as if her seasons of barrenness was a seasons of exploration of God. It seemed as if it was not possible for her to know God in that measure if it was not for the things that she passed through. So she left for a generation a record, a testimony of a walk with God so robust that if we pay attention to it, we will enter into the same expanse. Walls that are gates into the knowledge of God. If you push the gate a little, you enter into something that you might never survive a lifetime. There is none as holy as the Lord. It might be all you need to serve your generation. Messages are not really preached. You become a message. That's the best way to represent the heart of God concerning his utterances. You become it. That's the real way to preach a message. Messages that you are not, or at least you are not pushing to become, that you preached, are wasted. Even if it excited the people, after 2 years they forget it. Neither is there any rock. Like, at what point did Hannah realize that God is a rock? This is a strange utterance. Since the days of Moses, nobody made this kind of utterance. Even Moses did not make it this clear. It was Paul in the epistles that told us that that rock is the spiritual Christ, and they drank from it. A woman entered the seasons, the things that happened to her was a gateway of spiritual experiences. A spiritual man sees every occasion as a gateway to know God. You know what he's saying? Let me explain to you what this thing is saying. You don't know. This is what he's saying. He's trying to say that when you come and tell God you are unfair, you know what they will say in heaven? You are arrogant because you don't know anything. If you actually knew, you won't say it. Are you getting what I'm saying? It took her that experience for her to know that every time something doesn't meet up to what you think, it is because there is a knowledge that you have not entered into. He said the reason why you insist on what you knew is because it's arrogance. It's arrogance for a man to blame God and circumstances that doesn't know really what is happening behind. He said, talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let no arrogancy come out of your mouth. This is the sin of Job. The Bible said, talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let no arrogancy come out of your mouth. You need to go to God to test what you know. That thing you think you know, you don't know it. A man that probably rose up in 350th year of the suffering of the children of Israel in the land of Egypt will be angry with God. Why you not save us? He didn't know that there is a charter contained in the covenant, and the charter said 400 years. You are in 350 years. It has not yet been fulfilled, and you are one. God, despite the way I prayed, it is not given to your generation to experience it. Then another generation comes and steps into it. Some people can even be angry and feel that they don't deserve it. No, it is not given to your generation, it's given to this generation. So you come and say, what of what we did? We didn't see anything. It's not about what you do. No, you are arrogant.